Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez. In our spiritual council, we're feeling French today, my lovies. We're leaning to the side with our little, and we're gonna fix this because we're not that French. What's up, darlings? Welcome to everybody. Welcome to our new subscribers, and welcome to our day ones. Welcome to everybody in between to our collective energetic read. Keeping in mind, we're reading collective energies. Take what resonates. You are, yes, you are. You are, my lovies. You are. You're something. You're a star, my lovies. I'm seeing you're a star in my mind's eye. For some of you, you're in star mode. Yes, my lovies. We have seen that. You are blessed, my lovies. But you are a star. And aside from that, you are and forever will be the masters of your experiences, of what you will or what you will not into this creation. We're going to go ahead and get started right away by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you. I invite you to honor whatever religious force, whatever spiritual force, whatever makes you feel good, grounded, and connected as you are to the all in this experience. You can also take a moment of silence to be in silence with yourselves. That's also more than enough. Let's get started, my lovies. My lovies, in yesterday's read, which was the weekly read, you're technically one day in advance. And the name Lance, and the name Steven or Stefan or Steven, I'm seeing Stevon. But you're actually one day in advance. The name Laura is coming in, or Lauralee, or Lorelei. So this heptide is actually the 25th through the 2nd, but you're technically 1 or 2 days in advance. So we're reading for Moon Day, technically. We're really reeling. For some of you, you're gonna create reels, my lovies. We're really reading for whatever spirit needs us to read for. Keeping in mind that in spirituality, time is fluid. The construct of our time frame, the Gregorian time frame, does not govern all dimensions of experience. Or not experience as well. Here, we'll clean first. We're going to continue our Getting to Know Truth series, my lovies. We will be continuing our Getting to Know Truth series today. We didn't do it yesterday because we were kind of a little pressed for time, and there's something about time. You're for some of you, you may think you're running late, but you're actually right. If not, you're actually early. For some of you, you're going to be early to something. You're going to think you're running late, but you're actually going to be like the first one there. It could be an event. It could be a bunch of things. It's curious because where Spirit brought us today, I used to do the videos from here because I used to come to the Starbucks quite a bit. And today they're having their last car show. Maybe it's the last of something. For some, you'll be attending a last event or something that they're not going to do anymore, or something's not going to be done anymore, but you want to be on time, but you're actually going to be ahead of time. You're actually ahead. The name Natasha, the name Natalia, the name Veronica, the name Christina, the name James, the name Jane, Jane, the name Stephanie, tengo una punto 40, the name Dorothy. It's like I'm getting Du and Lori. Oh, look at the crow. How sweet. That crow's... Sometimes the crows... Oh, it jumped. Why'd you jump like that? Oh, because it's fighting with the seagulls for the food. 2 seagulls came in, but the crow got the food. You can't mess with no crows, my lovies. Why y'all think? Ooh, and it almost like with 2 seagulls try to steal the food from the crow, and the crow's like, "Come on, honey." Really, we are the keepers of the dimensions. And the seagulls were like, "Nah, the crow can have it," and they just flew away. For some of you, it's going to be an incident. Everything is coming in. Oh, look, and this seagull tried to come back. And the crow crowed and flew away again. Where'd it go? For some of you, it's going to be an incident. 2 seagulls against a crow. That's funny. That is funny. Moni, Monica. 2 seagulls against the crow, and none of them could. None of them could. They're out of their league. You gotta know when your league is. Everything's happening for a reason. You gotta know where you fit in the circle of life. Know where your league is. Stay to that. We all have a league. That's okay, right? I think so. Maybe on this moon day, for some of you, someone's going to overstep their boundaries and Spirit's going to ask them. We did see that a couple of readings ago. Someone's going to try to overstep their boundaries, emotionally manipulate a situation, think that they can get something out of something, and Spirit's going to ask them to stay in their lane. Not go and not go insane. Something's going to be left on standby for some. For some of you, there could be flights in the field or travels in the field. I am getting flights like on standby, like you're on standby for the next flight. For some of you, you may, or someone around you is going to be asked to be on standby for the next flight. I'm getting like when they ask you like, oh, would you like to wait for the next flight if you are not in like a hurry? This Vegas energy has been very present for some. Somebody's going to Vegas. It's like they do that a lot, flying from here to Vegas. I haven't done it in a while, but they used to. There was a time where I was flying a lot through Vegas to get back to the East Coast, and they would do that quite a bit. They would ask you, do you want to take the next flight? If you could stay, and if you're flexible, we'll give you a travel voucher or whatever. For some of you, there's going to be an incident like that where you're going to have an opportunity. Oh, the Thoth Tarot. I knew the Thoth Tarot wanted to speak with you. The Thoth Tarot wants to speak with you, so we'll start with the Thoth Tarot. All right, to mi abuelita Gladys Núñez Maldonado, 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 to mi abuelito Félix Antonio Núñez, to mi abuelito Félix Antonio Núñez, to mi abuelito Félix Antonio Núñez, to Mamá Merce, to Mamá Merce, to Mamá Merce, to Shango, to Shango, to Shango, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Yemaya, to Papa Lekba, to Papa Lekba, to Papa Lekba, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Elegua, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Oshun, to Ogun, to Ogun, to Ogun. Something about Augusta, something about Augustine, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to la Santa Muerte, to Kalima, to Kalima, to Kalima, to Krishna, to Krishna, to Krishna, to Vishnu, to Vishnu, to Vishnu, to Ganesha, to Ganesha, to Ganesha, to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages, to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages, to the all, to your unconditional love and your mercy, to your divine wisdom, to your all-knowing, to your all-being, to your all-seeing power. What are the highest messages, the most truthful messages, the most just messages, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and mercy, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and wisdom, in love and truth and honor, in love and truth and justice, in love and truth and courage, in love and truth and mercy, in love and truth and judgment, in love, in truth, in wisdom. Thank you. What is up? What is up? What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's poppin'? What's cracking? We're reading for my darlings. Reading for, the number 53. The number 53, the number 55. The number 55. Okay. The number 53, the number 50. 35. Just Jalissa and just. Jesus. The number 53, the number 35 has been very present, the number 22, the number 27, and the number apparently 50 for some. And 09:59 was on the clock, and 6:53 is on this clock. And 53 degrees is over here. So my lovies, 53, 35, you could be seeing that combination. 8 energy though, legal procedures, medical procedures. And technically if we do the number for this heptad, which is the 26th through the 2nd, you have the 28 energy, 28, okay, yes, technically 28 energy, but you have 8 energy with Sun's Day, you have 8 energy, legal procedures, medical procedures, souls calling, little boo-boos, big boo-boos, insurances, things of that sort. But then you have that 2 energy, a state of duality, and then a completion of a cycle for a new beginning. So for some of you, you could be feeling a state of duality, 2 birds against one. Maybe for some of you, you're in a situation where you feel a little ganged up on, or you're going to feel maybe over this moon day, you're going to feel like maybe you want to kind of stick to yourself because you may feel like a little overwhelmed by energies outside of you, especially on moon day in the midst of a full moon energy, as energies are coming up for healing. You could be feeling, you could be doing things that you used to do, or if you're not doing things that you used to do, like you could be called to, I used to go, there's a reason for everything that's coming in. I used to go to this car show, let me go. And you're going to find out, oh, this is the last time they're doing it. Or I used to go to this restaurant, let me go there. And it's like, you're going to find out, oh shit, they're about to close down. You know, something kind of big like that, but it's because in your emotions, in your emotional body, you're closing out a big major cycle. And so you're moving forward into a different cycle in your life, a different emotion, a different energetic would you marry me? For some of you, would you marry me? Okay. For some of you, would you marry me is in the field. 11:52. Oh shit. Would you marry me is in the field. And 52 energy is 7 energy. With 11, you multiply is 77. So luck is on your side when it comes to expansive projects. Like, would you marry me? 6:55. For some of you, somebody could be taking a flight somewhere. I am getting a 7:45. So definitely flights in the field for some. But maybe for some of you, there are deep regrets in a situation. I am also getting. So for some of you, all types of energies are coming up. You used to celebrate something, you're going to feel those emotions again. You used to regret something, you're going to feel those emotions again. It's kind of like to revive that energy, to kind of reinstill something. For some of you, you could be reinstalling something, or after you deleted something, maybe you uninstalled something, you're going to need to reinstall. It's like deleting an app, but you're going to need that for work, or you're going to need that for something a little bit later. And someone's a hater. For some of you, Laura's a hater, or Laura could be hated on. Take that how it resonates. And there's a lot of lies in a situation. You're going to have to reinstall something. You're going to have to re-download something within yourself and outside of yourself as well. With that 27 energy, you have an ending. So for some of you, I really want to go to the 27th. And we're talking about we're talking about the 26th still, my lovies. But we want to go to the 27th for some reason. For some of you, the 27th is going to be very critical. 9 energy, an ending of a situation. But we have 26 energy, which is an 8 energy. So 8 energy is, again, legal procedures, medical procedures. For some of you, soul thing, a lot of contracts. You could be dealing with a lot of contracts over this moon day. You could be, again, repairing something. For some of you, a repair order is in your field. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Let's start with the getting to know truth. And then we're going to, cause I have a feeling it's going to tie in, because it always does, cause that's how spirit has it. So we're going to start with this. Spirit telling us to start with this. And then we move on to the thought tarot. And then we move on to the 32. And then we do what's best for you, my lovies. And we move on to the note cards, I think. And then from there, that's, for some of you, you're going to go see your shrink. For some of you have a shrink, you're going to go see your shrink. That's nice. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Ah, this is cute. Okay. Boom, my lovies. Ask a teammate if you can help them with anything. My lovies, can I help you with anything? Is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything that your sister friend can do for you? You can comment down below, or you can email me. I'm very, it's curious. I had this conversation with someone yesterday who, she inquired about commenting, and I've talked about this before in other videos for those that have been around for a little bit, or since the beginning of this. I'm a very reserved, I know in this context you can't tell, but I'm actually very reserved. I've become very, very reserved in life. I like to spend a lot of time alone. I spend a lot of time alone. I've always been this way, by the way. I've always been a social butterfly, but there have been times in my life where I'm much more social, much more like in terms of like, I don't know, like having conversations, chatting it up and doing stuff like that. Like being on the phone. I'm not one to be on the phone with people all the time. I don't like it. I'm not like, it's like, I'm not texting people all the time. It's like, if you're part of my routine, of my daily, my ins and outs of my life, yeah, let's go with the flow. We're flowing together. We're in the 3D together, and we're also downloading from other levels to be more in flow in all ways. For me, I'm not much about a texter. So like when I see the comments, I read your comments. I definitely read your comments. But I'm not one for like just like having a conversation just for the sake of having a conversation. It makes me, after a while, it gets sickening to me. Like it really does. Out of respect, I'll do it. But if it's like, if we're not really, that's just the way I am. I guess, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not one for small talk. It just really, I can do it, of course, especially with what I've done for work. I've gotten to be, for example, an account manager, a territory manager. I had to speak to hundreds of people for just, some were deeper, some were less deep. But I'm at a space, I'm spoiled. For some of you are spoiled, my lovies. I guess I am also spoiled in that way where I don't necessarily have to get into like small talk. The people that I do like interact with, it's like I feel like I have deep conversations. So when I do read, for example, a comment where I'm like, wow, that was really thought provoking, let me get into that. I guess for me, I don't like to just give you surface level. But if you do ask for help, or if you do feel like there's something that we can collaborate on, definitely let me know. Please do. Again, I'm not one to get into like back and forths and stuff like that, unless it's something I feel like, again, for me, it's like, what can we get out? Kayla and Caleb, I'm like, what can we get out of this? Can we get something deeper out of this? And maybe Spirit is thinking that there's something that we can get out of something that is deeper, and that's why it's coming up. So ask a teammate if you can help them with anything. May I help you with anything, my lovies? Is there anything I can do for you? Aside from even, a reading, if you want to book a reading, we can do that. I am a doula as well. So for some of you, if somebody's having a baby, I do that on a donation base, because I just, that's something that I do. Spirits told us we're going to do that on donation base. So I do support babies coming into this world. I specialize in home births. The births that I have been involved in have all been home births. There are other things I do that's more like on a like technology side, but I mean, whatever it is, if you feel like there's something I can help you with and Spirit is bringing it up, it is because there's something there. Ask a teammate if you can help them with anything. Can I help you with anything, my lovies? Let us know. Again, just like the way that I am, I'm rather reserved. You can email me if you'd like, if it's something that you feel like, let me contact truthcounsel23@gmail. You can email, and I'd be more than happy to support whatever it is you feel like you need assistance in or support, whatever I can do for you. Cindy or Cynthia for some. I would be more than happy to support my lovies, because Spirit is saying that's what's necessary. Boom, my lovies. Spirit ain't playing, my lovies. Maybe for some of you, you're going to be brought to help somebody. Maybe for some of you, you like to be more reserved in one area of your life or another. We are all different, yet we are all living one experience. So we're different expressions of the same source. So maybe for some of you, you're going to be asked in your own right. I tend to be very like, for example, I'm not reserved when it comes to like gifting things, or when it comes to, even to this day, even in my times where I was like struggling with money, I would still find a way to gift someone something, buy someone a gift. That's why it's part of my ritual for those that won the contest. I have asked to be emailed their mailing addresses, because part of it wasn't just the half-hour reading, even though the readings went over half hour, but somebody paid for the extra time. So, and they were beautiful readings, but I also want to mail them, gifts. And for me, it's just part of who I am. I like to give people little things if I can. If it's moved, I've never liked to be pressured to give. Like, if I feel like someone's like, you have to give me something, and if you don't, for me, I'm very like, there's something there. But maybe for some of you, you're going to be, maybe you're being a little stubborn when it comes to maybe giving someone something or gifting someone something, and Spirit's saying you have to, it's the right thing to do. Maybe it's that for some. Maybe you're more reserved when it comes to your money, and maybe Spirit's like, you be a little bit more open, be a little bit more in flow. Maybe you're more reserved when it comes to your time. Maybe Spirit's going to ask you to be a little bit more open, be a little bit more in flow. Maybe when it comes to your work. Maybe for some of you, there's a contract or a gig where Spirit's like, give a little bit more. Even if it's, supposed to be just a, for example, let's use even if it's only supposed to be a half-hour read, if Spirit's saying give it a few more minutes because there's something still that you can help unlock in this person's field, why not? If we can help somebody heal, why not? Maybe there's something there. Anyways, it is what's fair. Maybe it's going to seem like two seagulls are attacking you, but in reality, as the crow, the wisdom to know the different dimensions of life, maybe you know that it's all right to kind of just take the food and fly away and leave the seagulls to be seagulls. Maybe it's also that for some, because we got a debauchery. We got a debauchery. 7 of Cups. We are in moon energy. We're in Piscean energy. For some of you, a Pisces could be significant. We do have Venus energy, envy. For some of you, a mama is also present in a situation. There could be a little bit of a drama with a mama and envy. I'm seeing all this green oozing. For some of you, a creative force. For some of you, someone could be envying a creative force or trying to cause a debauchery when it comes to creation, because I am seeing how all of these cups, all of this overflow of water has now become like this murky swamp. For some of you, swamplands could be significant. You could be going to the swamp. I am getting the Everglades, the Florida Everglades could be significant for some. We do have all of these flowers. We do have all of this connection. The divine womb is here as well. For some of you, if you are trying to get pregnant, or if there's something about fertility or lack thereof, right now is not the time. Right now is not the time. If you see it esoterically, I hope you see it. One day we're going to get a better camera for this, my lovies. So you can see the images, because I think it's important when Spirit tells us to do these things. For some of you, you could be in some type of cycle. You could be ovulating right now, but the egg is not, this ovulation cycle is not going to be fertile for you. For some of you, you could be dealing with a creative project in your mind that's really like having you up in your head, because I'm getting quite a bit of a headache. They're saying you need to pick wisely. And something about there's something about Riley, something about for some of you, Reiki. For some of you, you could be looking into the different projects that have to do with like the healing arts. You need to pick wisely. I'm also getting Riley. This could have to do with a course, or this could have to do with a training. For some of you, you could be taking a training course. I am getting Riley. Riley's really big when it comes to studies. Like, they host a lot of like classes. They have they sell you a lot of books too. They work with a lot of universities, and I am getting like Pearson Lab. For some of you, you could be taking some type of college course, or through one of the universities in the United States. I think Pearson is global though, but For some of you, you could be taking some type of, I don't know, Pearson. I'm getting Riley, I'm getting Pearson. For some of you, you could be looking at college credits or college courses, or you could be downloading books, or you have to buy books, or you have to, they're kind of expensive, but you know, if where there's a will, there's a way. So for some of you, let us play. For some of you, let's play a game. For some of you, saw. But Seven of Cups energy, there could be confusion. Maybe for some of you, there's also confusion about what you need in a situation, what you do need, what you don't need. Do you need books? Don't you need books? For some of you, it could have to do with studies or training materials or training and development, because there's a reason why I'm even getting when I used to be an account manager for Motorola, I was in charge of training and development and having to create training materials. For some of you, maybe you have to create training materials. For some of you, maybe you have to be out in the field somewhere talking about something. I'm getting like a preacher. You know, when they call Apple's significant for some, everything is coming in for a reason. You know, when they call Apple, I think they call them evangelists, or they used to call them evangelists. They're salespeople, but like, it's like they would preach the good word. Maybe for some of you, this has to do with church. Anyways, you got a debauchery. You got all types of options here. And it's giving you a headache for some, because it's like what to pick, what not to pick. For some of you, it's very, very career oriented, but it could extend into the different areas of your life, because depending on where you are, maybe it has to do with going somewhere as well. All the cars are here now, and all the people standing next to their cars. A lot of men, unsurprisingly. Yeah, for some of you, I told you we do have that bickering, envy energy in the field. We got some type of risk that somebody wants to take. The Fool. They want to fake something. A Knight of Pentacles. So we have either a young fire sign. For some of you, this is coming in as a young fire sign, but this is technically representative of a young water sign wants to come into, but this is an earth sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for water signs, fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And then we have Taurus, Virgo, and a Capricorn. Things that have taken quite a bit. I am seeing how this head is bowing. This horse's head is bowing. Power, greed, valor, block. Someone's going to feel defeated. And there's a Queen of Pentacles involved. For some of you, if there's something involved with a child, with your child, there may be some type of, I'm getting a risk assessment. For some of you, a risk assessment. For some of you, you're going to have to hold back from something. Again, there's a theme here. You're going to have to hold back from something because wisdom is going to tell you to hold back. Spirit's giving us, for example, in readings, especially in personal readings, there are a lot of people that come in very sincere, to the point where I'm like, wow, this experience for them marks them. Like, it's such a responsibility on my part to ensure that I'm just with my words, but I give them just enough for what they need. There's something about greed in the field. There's something about greed and having to temper greed here. And there's a theme here for some. More often than not, people come in very sincere with like an open and earnest heart. Some people come in, they're a little like, wow, this is my first. I get a lot of, a lot of people that tell me this is my first time. A lot of others that tell me someone's lawless. Another, they're lawless and they're greedy. And they would do anything. They're very sneaky. But all they care about is money and their stability. And they're like, yeah, but doesn't everybody know? Everybody's not like this. But some people are very, very generous and there's different people on the spectrum of that. But It's curious. Somebody's greedy to their own child even. They would hold back. Something Stephen keeps coming in. And the Stevenson, maybe Stephen's son, the son of Stephen. But there are some, it doesn't happen that often, thank goodness. But when it does happen, I'm like, okay, here we go with this energy. People that they want to pull a fast one. They want to try to lie. They want to try to like hide something. They want to think they're being strong when they're just being wrong. It's like they try to block the fluidity of something. They try to block the fluidity of something, the flow of something. So it's like I feel that resistance in the reading. So I'm like, I still have to work with this person because Spirit brought this person to me for a reason, or these people to me for a reason if it's a group. But it's like one-off here's and there's. People that live really, really in their fears and in their head. So for me, dealing with those types of people, it's like they're still here. So how do I work with this energy? And that's kind of like up to Spirit to give me enough of what I need to be able to deal with someone that's very stubborn and in their way. For some of you could be dealing with someone that's very stubborn and in their way, and they may be trying to get away with something, because Five of Swords energy is right in the middle of it all. They may be trying to get away with something, but if you know, for some of you, you have the wisdom of the crow. So if you know anything, is that whatever they're trying to get away with, whatever lies, whatever envy, is to their own demise. A la larga o a la corta. It's coming in Spanish. Something about la torta. It could have to do with a cake for some. I don't know. In the long run or in the short run, it's going to defeat them. It's going to defeat themselves. You would wish, it's almost like you're dealing with a bunch of, for some of you, you're dealing with a bunch of adults like this, where it's like you would wish that they were more mature for adults, but some adults are not that mature, my lovey. Some people live in their lies. They live in their envy. They live in their own self-deceit. They come to things that Spirit would want them to come to with an earnest heart, and they come right from the start with an energy of envy, of defeat. For some of you, I don't know if this is something that's been happening for a while. So someone's either been observing a situation for a while, or you've been observing a situation for a while. And for some of you, a sick situation with a child. You've been observing this for a while and you've been trying to hold back, but I think Spirit is asking you not to hold back anymore. I think now it's time to have valor in a situation, when it comes to a mother figure for some, or when it comes to a situation that has to do with a creative venture, or when it comes to something where you know people are being sneaky, because I'm getting such a headache. So for some of you, you know people are being sneaky in a situation. Your stability is not challenged energetically. You're not going to be challenged by this, because for some of you, it's almost like dealing with, we did say that. When was that? That was in this weekly's read, where you have like, if they're not teenagers, because for some of you, these are not teenagers, these are actually adults acting like not the most developed of humans. 178 could be significant for some. 170. Oh my gosh. When I was a little girl, my lovies, 178, my God, a cab just pulled up. Let me let this guy get out of his cab first. And oh my gosh, 4444444. If that ain't a fucking sign, I don't know what is. Hold on. I'm gonna let him get out of his cab first, because I don't want to record him. Can we do, hold on. Do you mind if I take a picture of the side of your cab? I like the numbers. Oh, I didn't want you in it. I like your hair though. Yeah, you're cool. Okay. It's a video. It's not really a picture, but I want to have it. Those are lucky numbers. Yeah. I think so. Do you think so? They bring you luck? Nice to meet you. Have a good day. Four. Of course. 3324 was on the clock. 178. When I was a little girl, I would love that number, and I would run around. I made a song for the number, and I would say 178, 178, 178. 178. I used to love that number. It's so funny. I hope you get it, because sometimes the video quality, I wanna make sure you see it. I wanna make sure you see it correctly. 619 or 858-444-444 and 178. Isn't that funny, my lovies? I think it is, because also we're all one, my lovies. Because one of the beautiful ladies I got to work with yesterday, there's a shady lady. There's a shady lady in the field, and a Sheena as well, 3421, and a Christina, 3423. But there's a oh god, she told me she kept seeing 444. So isn't that funny, my lovies? Anyways, and we got 4 here, but we have 45. The number 45 could be significant for some. The number 47 could be significant for some. The last 2 years between the ages, a lie was told. Between the ages of 45 and 47, but we have 9 energy and 11 energy there, so 911. Some type of an emergency. For some of you, there could be an emergency that you may need to report. For some, there could be a little bit of an accident, a little boo-boo or a big boo-boo, so being cautious with that for some. That involves a child, because someone wants to take some type of foolish risk. They've been trying to do this for a while. I don't recommend this, especially if a Sheena or a Sheila is involved in a situation, because there is defeat here, over some type of passion, over some type of new beginning. Spirit was giving that to us very heavily. If someone's trying to manipulate a situation, they're also trying to use like magic or heat or some type of a passion or an opportunity. Someone could be trying to, karma is here, the Wheel of Fortune. A Leo could be significant. Lust. It's curious because a Virgo could be significant as well, because in the Thoughts Tarot, lust is number 9. So they replaced the Hermit energy with strength, with lust. And it's curious to me how those two energies marry. When you marry wisdom, the Hermit, isolation, and lust, strength. So when you marry the number 8 and the power of 9, because normally 8 energy is strength, Leo energy. I am seeing a Hermit, so someone's gonna have to be isolated for a while, or they're going to be asked to hold back. 9 of Wands energy, because they don't want to give up doing something. They're trying to find strength. I do feel the strength. They're trying to find strength. You see that? They're trying to find strength to do something. Sagittarius could be significant, but the sun is up here. Everything is everybody is seeing this. For some, it's like shining light on a situation, because someone doesn't want to give up. They don't want to, they're trying to find an ally or an alliance. But it just doesn't look like at this particular time, this is what Spirit needs somebody to do. Spirit's asking someone to have valor and to do what is right so that they can sleep at night, because karma is ruling this. So karma is ruling a change. And don't be strange and deranged. That's how it's coming in. Because then we have... I am getting the devil energy for some reason. I'm also getting temperance. If you don't temper, Spirit was giving us... in the preliminary, Spirit was giving us all of the energies around. Spirit was giving us number 14, temperance, number 15, the devil, and number 16. Then you go into a healing period. If you don't temper, karma comes, and then you have to have the strength to go through something really toxic that may even, I just think that there's a change for some. There's a significant change. There's a significant change, and Spirit's asking you to have strength. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, because of what someone's been investing in. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, and then the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Whatever they've been, 6 of Swords, they tried to move back into a darn storm. I'm trying to and someone's trying to, I'm rotating them. So it's like, someone wants to seem like they're doing something upright, or they're doing something, someone wants to seem like, whatever it is that they're trying to do to go back into a storm, to rehash something, to restart some trouble, to open up a debauchery, or open up more confusions, or something about options, and something about Omar. It's like trying to rehash something, but with not the best of intentions. And I'm trying to rotate. I'm rotating the deck, because this person, the way the energy is coming in is like, if I rotate the dreads, somebody has dreads, somebody has locks. If I rotate the story, if I rotate what happened, then maybe I can use that as proof for my lies. And this doesn't make any sense. Everything, because 9 of Wands, someone doesn't want to give up. When it comes to an opportunity, someone's an opportunist. They don't want to lose money, because I am getting the 4 of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. Someone is going to lose some type of finance. Something about ranch, something about Hidden Valley Ranch. Somebody likes ranch. They're foolish. They took a dumb risk. It's like, for some, it's like somebody, here we go with this Formica energy with a Leo. Or some type of passion or some type of action that was taken. Someone's a liar. Someone is a liar. It's like if somebody like this, for example, like if this energy came into a reading, I would have to be very, cautious of not going back and forth with this energy too much, because someone's a liar. They are such a liar. They're such a liar. They're a time waster. They've become a time waster in their life. And this person actually has really beautiful energy. But they've become a time waster in their life. They want to play like they're a victim in a situation. They want to move back. They're trying to plan another attack. They moved back. It's like they found their peace for a little bit for some. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Beverly. They found their peace for a little bit. But every time that they think of their money, or they think of a struggle when it comes to finances, they tie that to their romances. Somebody's not romantic. They don't know how to love. They think they're looking for a come up. They're looking for a come up. 7:23 on the clock. 9 of Swords energy. This person doesn't sleep. They're really worried. They're thinking of what they've invested over the X amount of time. Because they wanna offer some type of cup of love, but the way it feels is a manipulation. It's not true. It's just a sacrifice. I knew the devil was gonna come out. I was feeling it. I'm like, watch the devil. I told you the devil's present. This person's just obsessed. This is the type of person that would hurt somebody. This person's a liar and they are obsessed. And they think that they can cheat and lie to anyone, not even to humans. Forget about humans, to God. Because opportunities are not coming in. Whatever they think it is that they want, it's not coming. 4112. They're trying to manipulate a situation. This is like the type of person that, for example, protections. This person, something about U.S. Customs, something about Border Patrol, and something about protections. This person thinks they can outthink or I don't know. All they think about is money. That's all they think about. They think about a lot of money. They feel defeated. The Ace of Swords, seeing the truth. For some of you, seeing the truth about this one goes over here. We have the Knight of Wands with the 6 of Cups with the 10 of Cups over here. For some of you, you have really good news coming in from work. For some of you, if you are some type of an accountant, you have really good news coming in from a work contract, or you're signing a really great work contract, or you're going to get recognized or get some type of honor. For some of you, you could be getting some type of I don't know, like, you're going to be recognized for something. The Ace of Swords in La Baraja to the Ace of Pentacles in La Baraja. I am getting it esoterically. It's really good news coming from a work situation. Really good official news. You can be signing a contract. You could be getting recognized. You could be getting a promotion. Something that's taken a while. For some of you, you could work like for a smaller company, or you work with like a small team. You're going to be recognized for your efforts for the last X amount of time. It's something you've been working on for a while, but there's been delays for some. In the past, you could have been passed up for for, it's like, okay, something about diplomacy, something about your diploma. Maybe for some of you, someone said you needed to get a diploma before you can get some type of like position. I'm getting like people that, you know, there's definitely some type of either nepotism or despotism in a situation. But now someone's either more open to sharing power, or a family or a clique or a clan or a coven is more open to sharing power. In the past, somebody could have tried to, or a group could have tried to make you jump hurdles to get a position. For some, it's like, go back to school and get your master's before you can have this position. But it's like, there's a bunch of people that did it without the master's. Why do I have to go and get my master's? But now they're open. Like, now they're more open because it is part of your soul's calling. For some, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm getting the name Pauline or Paulina. We do have, Spirit is asking you to have valor in a situation. For some of you, even if you do get offered something, if it's not, you need to, again, there's a theme of revisiting for some, or revisiting something from the past, because there have been delays in something. You need to do what's right for you, because you've been waiting on this opportunity for a while, and either the opportunities that have come in, or whatever they have offered you, or whatever they're about to offer you, is still kind of not on your level. For some, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting the name Melissa. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. I'm getting the name Victoria. I've always loved that name. I'm getting the name Anna. I've always loved that name. I was getting like Joanna, or like, or, you know, again, a mix of like a male name with a female name, or male, female, take that how it resonates. It's like, in Spanish, like Jose, like Ana Jose, or something like that. Anyways, but, you've been waiting quite a bit for something to come in for some, and it hasn't come in, or it hasn't come in the way that you've wanted it to. But you have a really strong emotional tie to this situation. But it's up to you what you want to do. Spirit is asking you to have valor, because you do have something or communication coming in. But my throat chakra is bothering me. So, you know, however that communication goes, you may have a struggle there, or a little bit of a lie is involved in a situation too. Yeah, in a work situation, from an Aries, or in a work situation, or something that you feel really established in. You feel like this is where you want to be, but boom. I'm getting something about in the past there was cheating in a situation. 4630. This could have to do with reconciling with a father of your children, or with take that how it resonates for some. But for some of you, here we have the Devil with the 9 of Pentacles, with the 10 of Pentacles, with the Ace of Wands. For some of you, someone was trying to attack your legacy, or this was what you were trying to do to somebody, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work, because you're not a jerk. For some of you, someone is stuck in the same magic that they sent out. This is stupid. This was stupid. And they're forced to walk away again anyway. Now they have to walk away. They were at a 6 of Swords in the reverse. Very, very tumultuous energies. They didn't sleep last night. For some of you, someone did not sleep last night with their inner fight about what they tried to offer up to the devil. This person, for some of you, someone could have tried to come in as if they were very sincere about some type of like a conditional offer. Unconditional support. I'm seeing like an elderly person. It's like being on life support, or someone being on life support. For somebody could have taken a break of their drama because they had to take care of their mama, or they had to take care of an elderly person who was in critical condition. But now they're like right back in. Like, what the fuck? You don't learn shit. It's like they took a break from drama, or causing drama, or wanting to start drama, because what they've been investing in over the last 2 years especially it's just useless. Debauchery, confusion. They got to walk away, but it's like they took a little bit of a break. It's like we did say that, for example, it's like if you haven't, okay, for some of you, it's like, I see it in the comments where people are like, yeah, this person started reaching out to me again or whatever. Or, yeah, he just messaged me or she just messaged me. My back was hurting and all of a sudden here comes my crazy ass ex. It's like somebody took a break from doing that. Because maybe they did, it's almost like, oh my God, some people are fucking crazy. They don't see it. And they think it's like they feel like this isn't, they love their drama. I'm feeling a lady for some male, female, take it how it resonates. My God, how do they become so flawed? For some, this is someone you don't even know. And it's like they got a chance to discuss something with you. Like they feel like they had you. This is what it feels like. This is crazy. Like they thought they had you. But they didn't. Like they thought, like, I got this one. Like you could have had like a conversation with this person for some reason. Like it's like if they reached out to you on a fake account. I don't know, like they went a phishing scheme. Like somebody gets a weird high. My God, someone's crazy and all they do is lie. They get a weird high. It's like creating the number 83 could be significant for some. Like it's like creating like a fake account, or 1967 or 1971 or 1977 or 1978. It's like creating 1976 is coming into the 76ers for some. It's like creating like a fake profile, and they had a conversation with you, or they got to even maybe like interact with you in some way. They wanted to have some type of like emotional opportunity with you, to pull on your emotions, to manipulate you in some way, or pretend like now you, I don't know, but you don't care. It's like you don't really care. Karma would have it that was like you held back. Like it's like you didn't give this person what they needed. Like somebody was fishing. For some of you, someone was fishing for information. They were like, it was now they feel resigned. Here we go with this resignation. Like now they feel resigned. Now they feel like they've really run out of time. Like now you're really gonna hold back. This is how someone's seeing it. Like you're holding back. You're not giving too much, or you're giving just enough. So someone thought, or they're thinking that if they take a risk, like you're going to, Seven of Swords. It jumped off of here. Seven of Swords. This person's a fucking liar. I told you. I feel a liar. It's like, and how do you talk to this person that's pretending like they're sincere with you? How do you have a sincere conversation? After a while, it's like, all right, we're done here. That's it. You live in your fears. You live in your lies. It's like, what do you want me to do? Everything came in earlier for a reason. This is for some of you. Someone can come to your business and say, I want to work with you. Or you could even do something kind to somebody, but they're still fucking out of their mind. They're still out of their mind. They don't understand that how their lies, it don't work. I don't understand. Some people are jerks. This person's an airhead and a jerk. They think they're the smartest jerk in the world. They're going to get away with everything. They're going to trick you. They're going to bully you, manipulate you. Why? Wyoming? Wiley? Waste your time. They live in their own games. I wouldn't take it too seriously. To be quite frank, my lovies, again, everything came in earlier for a reason. The example spirit had us share. They were for a reason. For some of you, these people can, Omar. For some of you, someone's trying to, something about Omarion is coming in. Someone is trying to affect your, it's like either this is you or someone around you, my lovies. I'm just a reader. But it's like trying to like, something about a bird feeder. It's like trying to like get you. This is a waste of time. Spirit seeing this as very wasteful. This Queen of Pentacles, this Capricorn, or whoever the hell this is very wasteful energy. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn. It could also be a Virgo. It could also be a Sagittarius. It could be a Leo for some. We do have a lot of air, so Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. For some of you, it could be a group of people, to be quite frank, who are all very foolish, risky, and immature. They wanted to take a dumb risk to see if they could all, I don't know, manipulate some type of sacrifice, maybe make somebody give up. Maybe, I don't know, this is the type of person, it just doesn't make sense what they're trying to do. They wanted to try to confuse and worry. And this is what they're getting. Confusion, worry, delusion, all types of like anxious and they don't see why. All they do is fucking lie. They took a dumb risk because they were obsessed with somebody's shine, or they're obsessed with what somebody's doing, or obsessed with somebody's legacy, or obsessed with your money, or obsessed with how you get your money, or obsessed with maybe shackling you to their legacy. Because I am getting for something about a cross-dressers coming in. I don't know what that means to somebody, but it's like wanting to like attack you and shackle you to their delusions about their, it's a weird thing. It's almost like wanting you to shackle yourself to their ideas about you and their passions about you. For some of you, this is not the week for love either, or this moon day. I don't see you. I see you shining and people obsessed with your energy. Or this is, take wherever the shoe fits, wear it. If it doesn't, take it off. And trying to somehow manipulate you by passions. Again, this could be like sex. For some, this is definitely, for some of you, someone who is very, very well off financially, but sexually, they have demons attached to their uterus. For some of you, someone has a demon attached to their uterus. For some, someone has a demon attached to their penis. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Whatever floats your boat. But people trying to either like project sex, lust, or some type of perversion onto you, or pervert a project for you. Project. They want to project. Spirit saying they want to project. Being cautious with that for some. 738. You're going to be fine because it's like they want, for some of you, it's not the time to take any like crazy 9 of Wands, they're going to be defeated in the reverse. They can't, if it's like looking for an ally, I don't know, to do something really stupid. Anyways, but, and this is a group of people for some, but Spirit's giving us, Jesus, Spirit's giving us so much. Spirit's saying it doesn't even matter. The number 14, Temperance Angel. You're a Temperance Angel. You're not going to fall for the okie doke. Nope. 3 of Wands in the reverse. For some, someone wants you to be, they're trying to attach themselves. Oh my God, this is crazy. The trick is also to get you to communicate with them. Like, they want to leave something in limbo. They want to be your friend. They want to leave something in limbo. Somebody wants to leave something in limbo to create some type of weird energetic tie. Someone's a love bomber. So it's like they could like message you, like they could be, I don't know, they started like messaging you, or they're going to start messaging you like crazy messages like all the time. Like someone's a love bomber. They're a gaslighter. I'm seeing love and gaslight. Someone's a gaslighter and a love bomber. This is over. Someone could be far from you. Again, for some of you travels, this is over though. It's over. They were trying to like, I don't know, like associate themselves with you in some way. Like maybe if they, like they were trying to get a play. It was like a play-in and something about a players involved in a situation. Like they were trying to hook themselves into your emotions somehow. This is what it feels like. And then get you to be addicted to them. But it's like, and for some of you, this could be someone that just pretended like they wanted to be your friend, or I don't know, or they're going to pretend like this. 5712. I don't know, but I'm getting like master numbers. For some of you, it's like self-mastery. It's Temperance Angel. It's like, I'm not gonna, something about Angelo, because of your victory. You're victorious. Victoria, you got victory, my lovies. You got victory over this shit because of the way you shine. I don't know, this is almost like being starstruck, and then like Spirit's giving us, the people that I meet, that it's like you can tell where their mind's at based on how they speak of people that they know that have some type of like fame or notoriety. It's something about sobriety. Someone struggles with sobriety. For example, I've met a lot of people that start name dropping right away. I've met this person, I met that person, this, that, this. They start like, it's like bird talk. Then there are people that's just like, why do I have to bring this person up? Just because I know a famous person doesn't necessarily mean I have to go talk about this famous person unless it's relevant to the conversation. But if it's not, like, why would I? It's like any other person, unless they're relevant to the conversation. Why am I going to bring that up? It's like somebody wanted a name drop too, or they wanted to, like, I don't know, something weird's coming in, or this is what they're gonna do. They wanted to use you to name drop so that they can have some type of tie to you, but make it seem like you're obsessed with them. Someone was playing a stupid ass game. It failed. It really did. It fucking failed. And they took pleasure in this. 6 of Cups energy. For some of you, these could be people from your past, a peeper from your past for some of you. For some of you, this could be someone that involves children, or they have children, but they took pleasure in doing this stupid ass shit. In causing strife. Boston could be significant for some. In trying to fight competition. They took pleasure in the past in competing. For your emotions, for your satisfaction, for your happiness, and your abundance. They wanted to supposedly be your friend, 3 of Cups energy, because they wanted to gain something from you. They wanted to gain energy. It's an energetic thing. People are fucking crazy. I'm seeing vampires. Anyways, my lovies. And you knew that it was all a lie. I told you I felt the lie. I don't care how they presented it, all types of rosy. Somebody could have told you, told you about their family, their children. They could have even started talking to you about bullshit. But now they're stressed, 10 of Wands, and they're disloyal. It's like they work so hard to get to your energy. Gemini, the choice, the lovers. A Taurus could be significant though. In competition, fighting, causing conflict. For some of you, this could be someone that messed around with one of your exes. I am getting that. Who plays with hex work. It's like, can you please fucking leave me alone? No, you can't? You still can't. Okay. It's like, well, you're going to have to. Eventually, you're going to have to. Wasting fucking time. Because for some of you, Rags, an invitation from Rags. Do you see this, my lovies? Do you see this shit? A clickbait. I told you. I fucking told you. It's just clickbait. It's like phishing schemes or some type of clickbait. It's like baiting you. I'm just the messenger. Some type of invitation to be from rags to riches. They want to ride your fucking coattails for some, or they want to try to get energy. Even if it's not about money or rags to riches, it's like there's something about your energy. For some of you, there's something about your creative force. It's like, this is crazy. For some of you, speak multiple languages. They're envious of your spiritual gifts. Someone is envious of spiritual gifts. I'm just the messenger, but they want to love and gaslight you. I love you so much. They talk to you about bullshit. It's like, it's so stupid. It really is. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why, my lovies? Why are people so pathetic? They're going through a dark night of the soul. They don't understand why. They have traumas related to sexual experiences. They want to fucking outthink you, outshine you, or this is what you want to do to somebody. My lovies, I'm just their messenger. And it's like, come on. You're going through some serious shit. Get to it. Let's do it. Fuck. Worried about the wrong fucking things. They're a clickbaiter. They're also a fucking hater. These are the type of people that will easily make fucking shit up about you. It's like, what the hell? What kind of fucking hellhole did you crawl out of? Why don't you crawl back in? This is not their first rodeo. They've done this shit fucking before. I told you, for some, this is not, it's like something from the past, or it's a past energy. They've done this shit before. They've done this to other people. Even if they haven't done this to you before, they take pleasure in this. They've done this before. 6 of Cups energy. They have done this shit before. This is not their first rodeo. Some type of sea monster or the Kraken energy. The Kraken energy and Neptune energy and the seas have been very present. Kraken energy. But it's like a sea monster. Think of a sea monster. Something that hides in the consciousness. It hides in the sea. Deep within the seas. And all of a sudden, at the most like inopportune of moments, this monster comes up. Someone goes a while without having any issues with this internal monster. But when things get kind of, there are certain seasons of somebody's life, again, there's a theme, where this sea monster comes up. Celebrity. What did I say? They want your celebrity. They want something that has to do with your fame or your energy. Everybody's a star. Every single being, as above and so below. There are billions and billions and billions of stars in the sky because there are billions of billions and billions of stars on this planet. As above, so below. But they want your energy. They want your celebrity. They want to tie deep. They want to actually implant into you. For some, there's something really creepy in the field. Somebody wants to implant their energy into someone else or into somebody. It's like they want to, Spirit's showing us like they want to plant a seed. They want to plant some type of seed. So it's almost like planting a virus. They wanted to try to plant a virus. It's like, what the fuck? If you get it, you get it. There are all types of beings on this planet. They wanted to try to plant a virus. We got crowdfunding. For some of you, a celebrity who is crowdfunding, or they want to use your energy to crowdfund. They want to try to have, maybe for some of you, if you have some type of platform, like someone wants to eventually like ask you to raise funds for them. Like that's their plan. It's like if you have access to, I don't know, like they've done this before. So it's like if you have access to thousands of people, that's a lot of energy. You know, again, for me, it's even what I share here. I have to be just. That's why I have to be just. I have to be just. In this context, I love it because, again, I've said it in other videos. It still holds some type of like someone has animosity towards somebody. It holds some type of like anonymous, you know, energy. But you'll know if it's for you. You will know. And I get complimented on that, where it's like, you know, I love your, and especially with people that do my personal readings as well, they're like, my gosh, it's like such a blessing to have you there as well, you know, talking on YouTube, because for me, it's like having your personal read, it's great, but having you there every day, it's like, you still give quite a bit of energy, and it's fantastic what you share. So for me, but it still keeps like a little bit of like ambiguity as to, you know, you'll know if it's your story, but at the same time, it protects your privacy. And I like that. Like it's such a blessing that Spirit created this format. But it's like somebody wants to take like say like you have access to, even if you have access to fucking 5 people, that's still people you influence in some way. People that follow you on social media, that's like people you know, you interact with. Even if you're viewed by only one person, that's still some type of influence. But if you have a crowd, like somebody wants access to your crowd. This is how it's coming in. And something about rolling loud. Someone wants access to your crowd so that they could like promote their story so they can get money. Somebody just gives a fuck about money. That's all they give a fuck about. Because you're high value. You're high value. Someone's going through the dark night of a soul. There's a celebrity going through the dark night of a soul. They're attempting to drain your energy by playing mind games. What are we talking about here? What's Spirit giving us? Be aware, my lovies. You don't got to call them out on everything they're doing. You think a liar's going to tell you, oh yeah, I'm just fucking wasting your damn time here. They're not going to tell you that. Oh, I just want to drain your energy and take whatever I can from you, energetically speaking. They're not going to tell you that either. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs, my lovies. If a rapist is not going to tell you, yeah, I'm here to fucking rape you. A stalker is not going to tell you, I am a stalker. No, they're going to tell you quite the opposite. I'm not a stalker. I've never stalked anybody. Then before you know it, they're fucking following you around everywhere you fucking go. It's like, just being cautious, my lovies. Being cautious. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Spirits close this chapter for you, or this chapter is closing, or it's just going to close naturally anyways, and they're not going to get what they want, and then they're going to stay in their fucking depression. They are going through a dark night of the soul, so I think it's also, this helps, because for some, I think this is just part of somebody's lessons. When you go, if anybody that's been through it, you get it, right? When you go through this type of initiation process, it's very painful, and you're still trying to live your life in a normal way, but Spirit's like, honey, everything's gonna like, until you really go through this acceptance of the light and the dark, and be able to see that and be able to mitigate through those energies, you're gonna find challenges in your reality. I mean, and every day, even if you're not going through the dark night of the soul, there's all types types of stuff happening around you. But these people were trying to drain you, or for some of you, someone was trying to drain your energy, attempting to drain your energy by playing mind games. They thought it was funny. Someone that can speak a few languages, polyglot. For some of you, you could speak a few you could speak a few polyglots. For some of you, you could speak a few languages, or you will have a celebrity. For some of you, the letter U. For some of you, this is you. 751. That name Ulysses has been very present. Something about Ursula. Something about Ursula. Tarot reading, high value. For some of you, you could be a tarot reader. For some of you, I am feeling like you have some type of notoriety, or you have some type of, and for some of you, you have sobriety. For some of you, somebody has a sobriety test. Tarot reading, they've been reading books on tarot. Someone that's going through a dark night of the soul, who's attempting to drain somebody. They've been getting readings as well. They are also reading books on tarot. They're going through the dark night of the soul, and they're attempting to drain somebody's energy by playing mind games. They stole an For some of you, they stole an item that was gifted to you. For some of you, someone stole an item that was gifted to you. Someone that is reading a book on tarot or studying tarot. They stole an item that was gifted to you. They don't fucking... You know what Sperry's. Here we go, Sperry's. Here we go with both shoes. You know what Spirit was giving us? It's curious to me. Que mentirosa. Someone's a liar. And someone speaks Spanish too. You know what Spirit was giving us? People that want to get into this work. And I'm like, they really don't. Some people, I'm like, yes, absolutely. I've met some high priestesses where I'm like, actually, there's one I haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen her. I did a reading for her almost 2 years ago now. I haven't seen her in a while, but I wished that she would get into the work. There are a few people that I'm like, please get into the work. Please get into the work. You have the gift. Get into the work. There are other people that are like, I really want to do this. This is really, really what I want to do. I respect, you know, wherever they are, whatever spirit needs them. But I'm like, this person's just a student. They're just in researcher mode. They're just a fanatic. They're just fanatical. They're fanatical. They're not really serious. And I would not say, yes, 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 get into the work, do it right away. You will never hear me say that to those people. I wouldn't. I can't. Especially if they're in student mode. I can't. And it's not in their soul. There are people that are born with the gift. It's not a fan thing. It's not a fan-based thing. It's not something about a flagship, something about Flagstaff. It's very serious. It's very, very serious. It's serious. It's serious work. It is serious work. The downloads I get, sometimes I'm like, there's certain things I'm like, and again, and you have to know how to work with the energies, especially if you're doing, especially when it comes to on a personal level. So certain people will like take to this work in a very, they let their demons express themselves even via this work. They're attempting to play mind games, but on top of that, they want to be some type of fucking tarot reader. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? They stole an item that belongs to you. Jesus. For some of you, you are unpredictably good. You are unpredictably good. They're trying to study you. For some of you, this could be somebody that's been studying you or what you do. Again, tarot reading, or take what resonates. So you could be a tarot reader. You could be, for some of you, you're a guest speaker on something. You could be a tarot reader. You could be, I don't know, whatever you are. You could have other gifts of divination. And you are unpredictably good because you are unpredictably, the key word, unpredictably good. Someone's trying to like create some type of blueprint to study you. The best reader, for me, they have their own personality. I don't agree with everything they fucking say because that's not how I read. But I read how I read. And I respect how they read. Like, everybody has... Someone's trying to study you. For some of you, someone's a copycat. They're trying to study everything you do. Luciferian, someone studied the Luciferians as well. Someone's gotten into all types of shit in their life. They've practiced all types of shit in their life. They have no fucking standards in their soul. They're going through a fucking dark night of the soul and they're still trying to fucking steal and copy. It's like, what the fuck? Anyways, you're unpredictably good and you're high value. Spirit wants that over high value. There's street justice here for some. What the fuck? For stealing something. For some of you, someone stole something from you and they're gonna get street justice. They stole an item that was gifted to you. They stole something from you. A necklace could be significant. I'm seeing a necklace I gifted to somebody. So maybe for some of you, this is a necklace that someone gifted to you, a very high value necklace. Because the one that I gifted to somebody was an $1,000 necklace. For some of you, you could have, there's a theme here about gifts and everything, my lovies. For some of you, you could be someone that's very gifting, or you gift to a lot. Someone lied and said they didn't take something. There's street justice here. They flirt with your fucking friends too. For some of you, I was getting someone that is actually like, you're dating. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I was also getting, I'm gay. For some of you, someone's gay. You could be in a same-sex thing, or someone's in a same-sex thing. For some, I was also getting someone that you're dating. Like someone that you're dating stole from you as well. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For some of you, you could be in a same-sex thing, and this person even flirts with your friends. This person's reading some type of book. I don't know. They flirt with your friends too. I just got a comment on Instagram, not on Instagram, for some of you just got a comment on Instagram. I just got a comment on YouTube. And 011413 was on the clock. Murder. Where does this go? Okay, I'm hoping that this person's reading a book about murder. That's where it goes. They're saying it goes over reading a book. They stole an item that was gifted to you. They flirt with your friend or friends. And street justice is murder. This is going over here. That's where it fucking goes. I don't know what this murder is about. You'll figure it out. It was your uncle for some of you. For some of you, your uncle who flirts with your friends got a tarot reading done. And it's all about your purpose. They care a lot about your purpose. For some of you, you have an uncle who got friends to study you. For some of you, you have a fucking psychopathic uncle. Because I was getting something about a psychopathic brother this morning, but for some of you, maybe it's your uncle. I was getting a masculine in your family he's not your father or a grandfather. He's either an uncle or a brother for some. A psychopath who got some type of like, either they got a group of people to either come against you or harass you or bother you in some way, because you inspire this psycho. You inspire them. They look to you for guidance, but they also want to fucking be you. It's like, what the hell? We got Papa Legba. Papa Legba was very present. Even when I was thanking the spirits, I was seeing how Papa Legba is opening up paths so you can communicate with the spiritual realm. Because you're unpredictably good and the spirits find you honorable, so you have access to certain levels that other people do not. Somebody has some type of accent. Somebody has a troubled youth, a polygot who is some type of celebrity or wants a celebrity and is attempting to drain your soul by playing mind games. This person has some type of troubled youth, but they have a new hobby. I told you, this person has just a new hobby. For some of you, you have a new hobby. But this person's a thief. They are deficient in their new hobby, so I don't think it's going to go very far. I'm getting Page of Swords energy. Like someone's not very far in something. They're just very ambitious with the Nine of Cups energy. It's like someone's just very ambitious. They want to open themselves up to something, but right now they're going through really troubled times, and they're about to go through even more troubled times. They're deficient. There's some type of murder as well that they have to worry about. They're also renovating some type of property or a home's renovation from their past, a troubled youth. For some of you, you got rags to riches energy here because Papa Legba is opening it up for you. The ex is not as crazy, or an ex-friend or somebody old. An ex is not. This person's also doing this in secrecy. For some of you, somebody's working with your family in secret, or you're working with somebody's family in secret. Take it how it resonates. Incognito, privately murdered somebody. Their ex is not as crazy as they want them to seem. There's some type of an invitation from Papa Legba and crowdfunding for some. For some of you, you could be working with a crowd to actually get something going, because I'm getting like Rolling Loud, or a big event is in your field for some. I want to see you again, but I have no intentions of speaking with you. For some, somebody wants to see you. I told you this is over. For some of you, Somebody has a lisp. I want to see you again, but I have no intentions of speaking with you. Somebody wants to see you again, but it's never going to, you're not going to have any conversation, especially when it comes to an ex, because they love the way, for some of you, they love the way you look. You get an invitation because somebody loves the way you look. For some of you, falcon energy, there's a falcon involved in a situation, rags to riches. They would love to catch up. For some of you, have an old friend that wants to catch up, and they want to make some type of home environment with you. That's nice. Boom. Falcon energy. For some of you, someone's a pilot. There's a pilot, or you could have met a pilot that wants to catch up. Boom. 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 Ba écoute. For some of you, someone's mad because you fell in love genuinely with somebody else. Someone's an emotional manipulator and they're mad. They want to have, the way it came in the preliminary, somebody wants to have another baby with somebody because they're mad because they feel like even if they have some type of, someone's kind of, the way it's coming in is delusional energy. Someone's delusional. This is like the type of person, again, people get into situationships because they want to pretend like something's a relationship. That's what's coming in. And someone has like their teeth, there's something about brown about their teeth, or they have gaps in the bottom of their teeth. I don't know. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. Kraken wants to see you again, but they have no intentions of speaking with you. Somebody just likes to see you for someone likes to see you. They want to see you again and again and again, but they have no intentions of speaking with you because they got other things happening. All right, let's do this. 8:03. We got to go, my lovies. They left you for a one-night stand. I told you something wasn't serious. They left for a one-night stand. For some of you, somebody wants to see you again, but they left you for a one-night stand. It's their new hobby. They are deficient. If it's not fucking clear, they're deficient and they live in their fears. It's about live. The grass is definitely not greener. They left you for a one night stand and the grass was not greener. Now they feel fucking stupid because they're single and you're single and ready for marriage. You're not. You don't have time for this fucking stupid ass shit. This is fucking stupid. A younger sibling, I told you for some you do have a brother or a sibling involved in a situation. A younger sibling who watches things on private or who has some type of deficiency in their life. They're trying to confuse you. And their ex is not as crazy as they like to paint them. For some of you have a younger sibling, or this could be you as a younger sibling who like to paint your ex as crazy, but they're really not that crazy. I wonder if they were that crazy, if he or she was that crazy before you fucked them up. A troubled youth before you fuck them up. And bank. For some of you, a troubled youth and bank. For some of you, bank and a troubled youth. We got renovating a home or a property. We got an alpha who is renovating a home or a property. For some of you, an alpha. I am getting an alpha male, but you know, male, female, take it how it resonates. I want to see you again, but I have no intentions of speaking with you. A sale. There's going to be a sale of a property. Something is sale. I'm getting someone's dirty. In French, sale. Someone's dirty and they want to see you again, but they don't want to speak with you because they're ashamed and they're dirty. They're going through a dark night of the soul, and there's good. What did I tell you? For some of you, what did I say earlier? What did Spirit give us? Be cautious with the driving, my lovies. The dark night of the soul can lead someone to a car crash. I'm just a messenger. Tower to the car. You're gonna have to get a new car for some. They're attempting to drain your energy by playing mind games. They feel ashamed. Online, they do this online. I told you for some of you, I do feel like this is online, or, you know, take that how it resonates. For some of you, I do feel like you're some type of influencer, or you have access to thousands of people or something. I don't know. We got celebrity. For some of you, you're a celebrity. An ex-friend is obsessed with your life. They know you know they never loved you. This is an ex-friend for some. You have some type of celebrity, something about Thera, something about Thelma. An ex-friend is obsessed with your life. They know you know they never loved you, but for some reason they still want to fucking show up. Let them show up, my lovies. Maybe they'll get something from it. Who knows? Anyways, you got a polyglot, a recent breakup. Someone's gone through a recent breakup, or they will be going very soon through a breakup. We got long-term disability for some. They stole an item that was gifted to you. Someone on long-term disability or that will be on long-term disability stole an item that was gifted to you. There's going to be street justice for this. Electric, for some of you, electric, there's going to be street justice. For some of you, it may be energies that take street justice, because I'm getting like somebody getting electrified or electrocuted in some way for the lies. We got a murder. Someone murder and focused on studies. For some of you, you could be studying criminology or something like that. Fear is the only thing that is stopping you for some of you. And the mind games depleted the energy of the connection. I told you, for some of you, they thought they were being smarter than anything. The mind games, the guys, the mind games depleted the fucking whole thing. They thought they were being funny. They thought they were being smart. They thought that they could play all the mind games. And in reality, they didn't even realize that they were draining a good thing. Anyways, we got reading a book, and you got to forgive. For some of you, got to forgive somebody who's reading a book. A murder book could be significant. Someone with 2 jobs. Flirts with your friends. For some, flirts with your friend or your friend. Someone with 2+ jobs who's reading a book flirts with your friends, and they are a liar. This person, I told you we got liar energy in the field, and they are a fucking liar. They're lying about going into labor. They want to lie, or they're pretending like they want to have a child. You got to kind of humor people. If they come in with lies, tell them, let them be caught up in their own fucking dark night of the soul. Let them lie to themselves. They say they're gonna have a baby. They're saying they're gonna go to labor. You humor them until they're more sincere with them fucking selves. You're unpredictably good. They don't even know how good you are. Fucking idiots. Rags to riches, going into labor in the north. For some of you in the north, going into labor, you're gonna have some type of invitation in the north for some. This gardening energy has been very present for some of you. Gardening. And a falcon. For some of you, a falcon who will garden. This person has direct and clear connection to God. I told you. I fucking told you. I feel it, my lovies. For some of you, you're the real deal. And somebody wants to mirror that. This person has a clear... Let me do it justice. This person has a direct and clear connection to God. You have a direct and clear connection to God. I love getting this one. You have a direct and clear connection to God. And that is why you are looked for to guidance. To guidance. Something about Tobias. I look to you for guidance. Tobias looks to you for guidance, but that's why you're looked for to guide. You're a guide. You're a guide, my lovies. It's not me. I don't think you did it for fame or fortune or anything like that. I think Spirit just exalted you because that's what Spirit needs to happen. You're just the vessel for this. It's not something that you tried to do. It's not something that you fake. You're not a fashion witch. You're not a fashion bitch. You're just who you are. You are authentically, and Spirit can use you because you're authentic, you're sincere, you tell the truth even when it's uncomfortable sometimes. Because some people, it's like, they don't want to really hear it. Or it's not even about, you're just. Spirit saying you just do what is just. If somebody wants to be in delusion, you're not going to go into them with their confusion. You're going to allow them to get whatever they need. You are very beautiful, my lovies, and you look Tory. For some of you, Tory, they look to you for guidance. For some of you, someone's sister, your ex's sister, or someone you used to mess with, they also look to you for guidance. It came in the preliminary for some of you. You got revenge body here, and Papa Legba is opening up your revenge body. For some of you, if you're trying to get fit, you're trying to do well by yourself, by your spiritual vessel as well, and your physical vessels, your crossroads are opening up for a revenge vial. 012701. It's vile, my lovies. For some of you, they want to leave their spouse for you. Will they? I don't know, but they want to. This one's not for sure. Because they love the way you look. Oh shit. Papa Legba may be opening up a path. Maybe for some of you there's something there, but until they leave their spouse, that's bad juju, my lovies. I wouldn't suggest doing it. If somebody's married, until they leave their spouse, until they leave that house, I would not touch it. I really wouldn't. It's not good karma. It really isn't. It's not. And someone that would invite you to that, they know what they're doing. That's really bad karma on them and on you. I wouldn't. I wouldn't, my lovies. I would not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't, my lovies. I really wouldn't. You could do whatever you want to do. I really would not want that type of terror in my life and that karmic debt. It really hurts. It really does, my lovies. Even if they lied to you, but if you had some type of an inclination that there was something wrong with the situation, you have to follow that, because you are responsible as a high priest or a high priestess that some of you are. You are responsible. I'm just a messenger, my lovies. I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't mean it, because for some of you, you may be like tempted to lie, and you may want to turn a blind eye. I would not, my lovies. It doesn't matter how much of a soul calling. I wouldn't, my lovies. I really wouldn't. They would love to catch up and they're stalking. There's a legal document, my lovey. Spirit is reminding you they have some type of legal bind document. They want to make a heart over head decision. If they make the decision, then it's like, let's do it. Let's go to it. But if not, my lovies, they want to make a head over heart. You want to make a head over heart, but they want to make a heart over head. I don't know. Because they want some insurance, though. They have an insurance policy. For some of you, I am getting somebody that it's like they don't need their spouse for money. That's what they were together. Like, they were together not because of money necessarily, but they were stable in a connection. Somebody has like a stable connection. They've been with somebody for a while. They know this person. The name Erica is coming in. They know this person. Like, they feel stable. But they want the real deal. Like, they want that emotional feel. They want a very deep connection. But again, until those documents is done, I would not touch it. I wouldn't, my lovies. I get you. I feel it, but it is a home. It's the real deal. I can't front. It's not a fling. It's not a home wrecker thing. It's not bullshit. It's the real deal, but let the deal seal first. They have to take care of their loose ends. You don't want to be with that person. You need to cancel that contract, cancel that membership, cancel that subscription, and then we can talk about this home, because it feels like the real deal, but you don't want it to turn into a fetish. For some of you, somebody has a fetish. For some of you, the letter U has a fetish. Ooh, clear that throat chakra. For some of you, the letter U has a fetish. For some of you, you have a fetish, my lovies. There's an interference here for some. When it comes to your purpose, someone has a fetish with trying to interfere in your purpose for some, or some type of an obsession. We did see that. Spirit, I told you, it's not about you per se. You're not doing it because it's about you, my lovies. Spirit is going to bless you for your work because you're not a jerk. I told you, my lovies, you're just a human being. And it was your uncle trying to do some stupid shit to you, who's looking for a savior now. Mind you, for some of you have an uncle that makes fun of religion. They make fun of everything, but now they're looking for fucking saviors through tarot readings. But this person's a fucking liar. I told you lying ass energies in the field. You have a liar, a lying ass uncle, a lying ass cousin, a lying ass brother for some, a lying ass sibling, a lying ass little sister too for some. A bunch of fucking liars. And they lie that they're high value. For some of you, someone is a liar. An uncle says that they're like high ranking something or other. I'm getting a military person, but take it how it resonates. And they're being exposed as the liar that they are. They were crowdfunding for something. An uncle was crowdfunding for something. They were sending out an SOS. I told you. For some of you, someone wants to pretend like they need help and they're going to crowdfund. I told you, my lovies. It's a lie. Something about a bra. For some of you, someone's a cross-dresser. For some of you, you can have an uncle who's a cross-dresser. I'm just a messenger. You inspire me, and it's a double meaning. They have a double meaning to saying that you inspire them. You inspire them to do what? What did we say? Changing religious beliefs. What did we say about religion? Changing religious beliefs. They've inspired to change religious beliefs for some. The letter I or the latter. And they like you better when you're silent. I don't know. I je sais pas. They're working late. For some of you, someone who is working late, they watch for negative comments. They ask you about your comments for some of you, or they're worried about who's commenting or who's not commenting, because they're watching for negative comments to piggyback and bring you down. Fucking idiots. But they pretend like they're good fucking people. I don't fucking get it. Good, bad, whatever. It's pathetic. We got not the first rodeo. They've done this to other people. When it comes to starting business, they hate people who start businesses. They hate people who have something new happening. They want to talk. Can we just talk? I don't know. Kraken energy. Someone's a shapeshifter. That shape-shifting energy has been very present. And someone is a shapeshifter when it comes to pregnancy. Again, there's something about a pregnancy that's not necessarily clear, but their parents love you. For some of you, someone's parents absolutely love you. All right, boom. That's it, my lovies. I think that's good. What say you? I say true. 013320. I did see it at 19 too, and 21. But the 19th through the 21st could be significant for some. And someone's going to be in a hearse. But all right, my lovies, stay well. And someone's pathetic and someone did some editing. They edited something. Anyways, my lovies, the pathetic editing. Okay, boom. All right, my lovies, stay well. Stay well. Stay absolutely well. You know why? Because 013343 was on the clock. Your sister friend loves you. And Eliza and Alonzo. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends love you and adore you. Love you and adore you. Your sister friend loves you and adores you. Loves you and adores you. Your spirit friends. And your sister friend and your spirit friends and your sister friend. And love always and love always and love always and forever, homies.